everybody, welcome. This is Stephanie with Touching Worlds. So let's start with a salute. So right hand's a fist. I want to do it backwards. And that represents strength. Fingers together, the left hand, that means friendship. You bend the thumb in the left hand, you put the right fist into the left hand, and you gently nod your head, and that means mutual respect. So that is the Wushu greeting. So welcome. All right, so let's start off with a hand tapping exercise. So basically palms facing down, gently tap or rub, and always remember to move within your comfort range. So if it feels better to rub, please do that. If it feels better to tap, please do that. And let's flip the hands. Now we're doing the karate chop point, the pinky. And if you like doing this hand tapping routine, please check it out. It's on my website, touchingworlds.com/disclaimer. At the bottom, there's handouts you can download for free. And this is one of them, hand qigong exercise it's called. And now let's tap the fingertips. So there's meridians in our hands that start, and also in our feet. And so we're activating a lot of the meridians in our hands. Sorry, I got cat hair. And then now let's do interlocking of the fingers. So there's so many, these are just really good exercises to get that balance in our body for optimal health. And whatever hands you're doing now is probably your preference. So lift one hand and bring it higher. So it should now feel awkward, unless you've done this many times, then it doesn't. But in the beginning, it feels awkward if you raise your hand. All right, good. All right, now let's tap along the outside of the hands. This is supposed to be good for lung ailments and cold prevention. Good one in the winter time. And keeping the fingers open, good. The pinky and the thumb and the palms touch. All right, good. Now we're gonna do the webs of the hands. So just between the thumb and the finger, and you can rub or tap. And then whatever hand was out, you know, just kind of do it the other angle here. All right, great. All right, now we're going to do the back of the hand. So one hand is facing up, one hand is facing down. We're going to gently tap or rub. Tapping is generally relaxing, or energizing. Rubbing is more relaxing. And let's flip the hands. The hand that was on the top goes to the bottom. The bottom hand rises, and now that's on top. So we're just getting all the areas of the contact surface, of the back of the hands by flipping. All right, now let's flip again. We're going to do the back of the wrist to the back of the wrist. And this is supposed to be good for lower back pain. So there are many benefits for each of these movements, but they're just all good to do in general. So let's flip the hands. That hand that was on top is going to the top, and vice versa. Good. All right, and let's do the last one, which is the knuckles, the palms, the thumbs. And this is good for headaches. Rub or tap. Just a simple exercise. This can give you many health benefits. All right, good. So let's smile, open and close our hands. And I thought we'd keep with the tapping routine. So let's also tap the eyebrow points, your 2 fingers, or you can do your knuckle point, tapping that 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now below our eye sockets with our thumb or fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then let's do our fingers through our hair, gently pulling back. Good. We can rub our ears, pulling down at the earlobe. Good. Pulling down, good. A lot of good benefits with that. Let's also cup the top of the head back to the back. So it's starting for the top, going to the back, and it's just like a hollow part of your palm. Little cupping, good. Let's also do the back of the head. You can put your hand in front if you want on your forehead, or you can just do the back of the head. And we do that 9 times, cupping. Good. And now let's do the C7, which is that knot or knob, on our neck. So just gently rub that protrusion on our neck, sending it love as we circulate the energy, or cup a little gently. All right, good. So that's a good tapping routine as we get started. All right, so let's, you can do this in a chair or standing, but we're gonna check in with our bodies now, do it with a little stillness. And I'm gonna be doing the Spring Forest, a little mini version first. So I'm gonna stand because it's a little bit easier. Standing is always preferable, but sitting is perfectly okay, and it's okay to also do this lying. So when we're we want to achieve vertical alignment, basically connection with the earth and with the stars above. So we want to have if you're standing, knees slightly bent. You want your pelvis slightly tucked in, hands by our side. You want the chin slightly tucked in. You want the tip of the tongue at the roof of the mouth. And we want to imagine a string pulling us up to the ceiling, feeling that vertical alignment with the heaven and with the earth. And then we want to smile. We want to feel a little Monet smile, little smile to start up our heart energy, feeling that joy within our heart. And as we do that, we also want to invite our teachers or masters, as Spring Forest Qigong says. Invite them into your practice so they can help you. You can call on their energy for healing. It may be a teacher, it may be somebody that you love. And then let's say the password at Spring Forest Qigong, which is, I am part of the universe is in my body, the universe and I are one. Good. And let's do the little bit of a bouncing, gently bouncing up and down if you can, and letting your wrists get loose. So there's a lot of energy points in the wrist, so letting that be loose so that it can move freely. Good. And if you're standing, it's from the knees that you want that focus, and it doesn't have to be a big bounce. A very subtle, small bounce is perfectly all right. And then we want to gently raise the hands above our head, and looks like, let me stand further back so you can see me on the, and this is really fun because everybody looks like they're saying hi. But this helps with your lymph system, having the hands above your head, getting that circulation. And then you can breathe in through your nose, out your mouth in this exercise. This is the only time that Spring Forest Qigong has this. And then we can slowly bring the hands down, and then gently you can go to side, and loosening up all that energy that you may have. All right, so just noticing and feeling. And I would like to do today the breathing of the universe move, which is a really good movement for your lungs and for your skin. And I thought with all that's going on right now, doing a movement good for our lungs is really important during the time of COVID. So we want to bring our hands together like that imaginary ball, like at the lower center of our torso. And we want to gently lift open the hands with our elbows, let the hands follow, bend the knees if you're standing, and then gently bringing the hands together. Let's do that again. Gently opening up with the elbows leading, bending the knees a little, and then gently pushing up, hands come together. So at this point, we are breathing through the nose again and out the nose. Breathing in and gently bringing out. And as we do this movement, we also want to think about the emotion joy. So bringing in beautiful joy. And as we do this practice, see if you can feel that joy within your body. First, maybe in your heart, maybe to the center of your body. Feeling beautiful joy, almost like you're breathing in through your skin as you do this. So imagine that joy light, sunlight from the sun, right? We're probably really missing the sun right now if you live in Minnesota. So imagine the sunlight rays coming through your skin and just sending joy as you breathe in and as you breathe out through your skin. You can only capture joy from the beautiful sunlight. And you're bringing it into your center, circulating where it needs to go for the body to heal. So Spring Forest Qigong, how we do this is you do one movement for a good several minutes. And of course you do sometimes multiple, but in this free demo that I do, I just do one. And it may be very simple, but it has a lot of healing benefits as you do a movement nice and slow. Feeling that connection with the earth and feeling that connection with the sky as we breathe, stand on the earth. Feeling that joy can lift the mood, lift your immune system as we gently expand and relax. And let's do it 2 more times. And 1 more. And as we're done, we'll bring our hands to our center of our dantian, which is basically a center of our torso. And we want to stack the hands, so one hand over the other. Hi Timmy. Timmy just started meowing. All right. So just having the hands in the center, feeling that beautiful warmth, perhaps between our hands, as we did that practice called breathing in through the universe, which helps strengthen the skin and the lungs, which is a beautiful practice. All right, so we can bring your hands, we'll rub them together, and this is called the Harvesting Qi. So this is a very mini version of Spring Forest Qigong, and we want to do that with the hands open, fingers open, good. And if you have glasses, you might want to take them off or just work around it. So basically, we want to take the 2 fingers, go up the bridge of the nose, and then the palms go down the face in a heart shape. Let's do that again. Circle around, coming down, and doing that 1 more time. Very good. So let's do that. Some of that cupping stuff before, we'll do a little different variations. So cupping from the top of the head, again, bringing that beautiful energy down, and then rubbing the ears, pulling the earlobes. So starting at the top of the ear, this is a good thing to do all the time. Pulling down, good. All right, let's cup the hands. So starting with the cup, the left hand first, so I'm not reversing this one. So gently going down with the palms up, flip the hands, now the palms down, we do it again. So we do it at least 3 times. And then we switch the arms. So the other arm, cupping, starting with the top, going down, and then the shoulder to the wrist, inside, outside, And then also let's do the inner elbow. So doing that 9 times, left arm first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The other arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is all good for the lymph system, the immune system. Now let's do under the armpit. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now down the side of the torso. At least 3 times. Can do more. Let's do the other side. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Going down the torso. All right, good. Has a lot of benefits. Now let's rub, to interlace the 2 fingers, rub the tummy. Doing it in a clockwise motion. Doing it at least 9 times. Help with digestion. All right, good. Now let's do the back of the kidneys. We're gonna cup the kidneys as best you can. Doing that 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now we can do the back of the hands, rubbing the kidneys. And then just doing that again, holding the kidneys, sending that energy to the kidneys. And as we do this, let's also do the dumpling of the neck. So if you're sitting down, you can just put your hands on your chair, or if you're in the standing, we want to just gently reach out with our neck, like you're scooping up a ball. Then we gently pull the neck up, leaning back a little bit. We'll do that again, gently scooping out. And then gently scooping in and holding it there for a little bit. This is supposed to be good for the lungs and the heart. And you can also drop the hands to fit whatever feels comfortable for you, reaching forward with the neck and gently pulling up. The slower you do it, the better. And if Dr. Paul Lam, I've heard him, or Dr. Paul Lam, Chun Ying Lin has said that if he could only pick one move to do every day, or a few moves, this is one of them. He recommends the dolphining of the neck. So let's do that one more time. So that's good for the dolphin on the neck, and let's do the knees. So cupping the knees over the, 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Now the back of the knees. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Doing the left knee first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And now the other. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that is a little brief mini version demo of Spring Forest Qigong that I like to do. Then I also like to do some other moves, and I think we have enough time to do Dr. Paul Lam's warm-up movements from Tai Chi for Health. So let's do a move, which I haven't done in a long time, but with all the stuff that's going on, I thought it would be really good. So this is a move that I learned from Daisy Lee. It's her Qigong for Detox DVD in 2005. It's older, but basically it's a move where you bring your hands up, like coming up, and then hands slowly coming down. So this is a move that's good for, they said, getting rid of energy. They say energy healers do this a lot in China after working on somebody. So I just think that's a really good thing for us to do. You can bend your knees a little bit. How I imagine this, I imagine like taking off a sweatshirt or sweater, like I'm taking off my shirt that I don't want, like I'm hot, and releasing. So gently bending the knees if you're standing, or lift the heels as the hands rise if you're in a chair, and slowly releasing what you don't need. Bending down again, letting go with what's unnecessary, right? Bringing the hands, transforming what you no longer need into beautiful butterflies. And let's do this a couple more times. In Qigong, you like to do movements in sets of 3s or 6 or 9. Doing it as long as it feels good is what's important. And doing it with your breath. So let's do it one last time here. Feeling very centered, like we got rid of any excess energy. And then bring the hands, let's center around, hands settle down, coming down the center. And just feel that stillness, the calmness within us. All right, so that's a little with Daisy Lee. Like I said, it might be something new. It's been a very long time since I did that, maybe 9 months or 6 months. All right, so let's do the traditional warm-ups as well, because it's nice to get that more movement. So we're in that vertical alignment if you're standing, or if you're in a chair, on the edge of your chair. We're gonna do it nice and slow, starting with the hands, slowly rising up, drippy fingers, and then hands slowly coming down, gazing at the floor. I always like to do it at an angle for you guys, so looking straight ahead, and now looking down at the floor. And now let's add on to that. We bring the hands up, we turn the wrists, we tuck the chin, and then we gently push out and look down at the floor. Let's do that again with our breath, thinking inhale, exhale, inhale, and exhale. Or you can do really one long inhale if that feels comfortable, as we do this move last time. And then a nice long exhale as we look down at the floor. All right, good. So that is the neck movement. Now we're doing another one. So palms face each other. Hands face down to the earth, feeling grounded. Our hands turn inward. We open up our chest, turning our neck about 60%. Then we gently come to center, keeping the neck nice and neutral. Your eyes might look a little bit above the hand, making sure you got that neck alignment. And then we come back. Let's do that again, now 80%. If you have any neck or any shoulder pain, you may drop your hands and just gently turn your neck side to side. Or just imagine that you're doing that. If that's hard to do as well, just gently imagine. And let's do that one more time, each side, about 90% of our comfort of our neck. Keeping the hips forward, not moving the hips at all. And now to the other side. Good. And then coming back to center. Now we do the shoulder roll. So have the shoulders go up and down, nice and smooth and relaxed. Let's do that one more time in that direction you chose. And now the opposite. All right, good. Now let's do the next shoulder exercise, which is called Gathering Chi. It has a name. So hands circle around, palms facing up. To your comfort level, hands go up. Then we gently push down the center of our torso. Nice and slow. Good. Flip the hands, inhale, circling around. And hands slowly come down. Good. Nice and relaxed, and let's do it one more time. Imagine you're capturing beautiful sunlight. We talked about that earlier today. Bringing that sunlight of joy into our body. All right, good. So now we move on to the spine. So we have an imaginary ball in front of us. The bottom hand rises up, gently pushes up, gently pushing down. Nice stretch. Hands come back together. Good. Forming that ball. We do that again. Gently push up, gently push down. You can push down the center or on the side, and then the hands gently come back together. Let's do that again. Inhale and exhale. Good. And the other side. Good. And I can't remember if I cued you or not, so let's do it one more time each side. And if you like to think about your breathing, inhale, filling up that belly with beautiful oxygen, and then slowly tighten up your pelvic floor muscles as you exhale. And if you want, let's do that again, last side. And hands come back together. Holding that imaginary ball. Whatever hand elbows on top is the direction that we're going to turn just a little bit our torso. We line up our nose with our knee, then we flip the ball, and we gently carry it across to the other side, flipping the hands, and gently carrying across. That's considered one, so let's do that again. Flipping the hands, whatever is on top, that's where you turn. Flipping the hands, and going across. Good. Let's do that one more time, nice and slow. Feeling our spine relaxing and opening up as we do this movement. All right, that was 3 times, and we can let that go. So that was for the spine. Now we move on to the hips. So I'm gonna, I know my tilt maybe just a tiny bit more. All right, so this is for the hips. I'm gonna do it in a chair first. All right, this chair's pretty fast. Okay, so we lift the foot. Oh, it looks like I'm still not in the floor. So let me bring it back a tiny bit more. All right, there I am. You can see my feet. And I am gonna take my socks off so you can see my feet better. Okay, so we lift the foot to the side and we bring it back in, and we let the hands come up and then down. And let's do it to the other side. Lift the foot out, opening that hip, the quad, and then we have the hands rise up and down. So if you're standing, you may use nothing, or you can hold onto a chair with one hand, or you can just do it open. So I'm going to show it to you standing, and if you're in a chair, follow what I just showed you. So we're going to start with the heel in front, hands in the back. We're going to pause in the center, make sure we have our balance. Then the ball of the foot, heel almost touches the ground, hands in the front. Come back to center, and then the heel in front, hands in the back. Let's do that again. Coming to neutral, and then foot in the back, hands in the front, back to neutral, and heel in front. Let's do that again, one more time. Coming to center, placing the foot in the back, coming to center, and then the heel in front. So that was one side. If you're standing, now we do the other. So you do 3 repetitions. So heel in front, hands in the back, knees bent with the one with the weight in it. Then we come to neutral, then the hands in the back, or in the front, or in the back, back to neutral, and then the heel in front. Doing that again, second time, and then the foot in the back. Feeling relaxed, and feeling confident. Let's do it one more time, that same foot. Coming to neutral, the foot in the back, back to neutral, and heel in front. All right, good. So that is that movement. So the next one, in a chair, we're gonna lift the foot, place the foot down, palms, the foot is straight out. Then we bring it back in, and we do it to the other side. Then we bring it back in. All right, so we add the hands. The hand goes straight out, palms facing the earth. Hand goes across the chest, near the elbow, but not touching. Then we lift the opposite foot of that hand and gently engage the tummy muscles, tighten it up, and then we relax, and we do it to the other side. Gently press, and then relax. So if you're standing, you do the same thing. Hand goes straight out, and we just step to the side. Knee is bent, the one with the weight in it. And then we let go, and we go to the other side. Gently press. So you imagine like you're holding up a wall, and then bring the foot in, and gently press. Good. Let's do it one more time. Each side, you can think about your breathing. Inhale and exhale. All right. And then we can come back to center. So the next movement is for the knees. So here in a chair, how it looks first, feet are in a V, hands are by the hips on the edge of your chair in that vertical alignment. We lift the one foot, we tap it down, opposite arm goes out like a punch, but nice and slow. Then you bring both back in. So tap, extend the arm, and then bring both back in. Good. So if you are standing, it's the same thing. Lift the foot, tap it, opposite arm goes out, bringing both back in, and the other side. All right, good. Let's do that again. Feeling our comfort. Feeling maybe a nice stretch in the upper arm. All right, let's do it one more time, each side. Keeping the knees slightly bent if you're standing. And the other. All right, good. So the next move is in that same position that we started with in a chair. We're gonna have the feet in a V, hands by our hips. We're gonna lift the foot, place the heel down, then the toe. Then we're gonna shift a little bit forward, arm comes out, and then we bring both back in. So heel toe, extend the arm, and then come back. Good. Let's do that again. Heel toe, extend. So let me do it standing. You keep following if you're in a chair. So if you're standing, heel toe, we shift our weight onto that leg, and then we come back. Bring that foot back in. Heel toe, shift, and then we come back. Good. So let's do that again. Feeling that connection with the earth before we shift our weight. It's very good thinking about icy surfaces. Making sure you know if it's safe to put your weight there. Last time, one more each time. And then the other. All right, good. So that is the knee movements. Now we move on to the ankles. So you can put your hands where you feel comfortable. If you're standing or sitting, it's the same. Heel goes up and down like a teeter-totter if you can't see very well. That's what I'm doing with one foot, and now we go to the other foot. Good ankle motion. And let's do the last movement, which is big toe, little toe. No hips, no knees move, only the ankles. And then the other, big toe, little toe. That's probably one of the hardest moves from this Qigong warm-up exercise from Dr. Paul Lam. But once you got it, you got it. All right, so that is Dr. Paul Lam's warm-up routine. So let's do the cool down because it's time. It's almost been 40 minutes. So let's tap our thighs. Crisscross is better. Good way to get the blood flow back into your legs. And it's a good sense of massaging the organs with crisscross. And it's a good gym brain exercise as well. All right, so we do the gathering chi movement again. Hands circle around. Gather beautiful sunlight. Imagine its joy, bringing it within your body. Flipping the hands, bending the knees, or lifting the heels if you're in a chair. Gathering beautiful oxygen, clean, beautiful oxygen into the body. And one last time, gathering what you need the most. Maybe moisture, water. And then slowly bending the knees. Good. And the last move is gently tightening up on the balls of your feet. Tighten up the fists or lift the heels if you're in a chair. And then exhale, putting the weight down, opening up the hands. Let's do that again, tightening up, inhale. And exhale, opening up. Let's do that again, inhale. And exhale. It's a way of releasing. It's a muscle tightening exercise. Tightening and releasing. And I think that was 3, but let's do it one more time. And it's good for your balance as well if you're standing. So good. So that is the cool down for Dr. Paul Lamb. So let me get a little closer. So let's do the salute. Right hand's a fist. Let me get my chair because it looks like I'll be out of the... So right hand's a fist to represent strength. Fingers, friendship. Thumb bent together. Elbows up if you can. Nod your head. Mutual respect. So we can talk a little bit afterwards if you want, but just want to thank you for coming.